couple of days ago when I was preparing this speech, I looked into Toastmaster website. I found that there are 292,000 members participating in about 14,350 clubs in 122 countries. That's a big number. It tells me that there are people that want to improve themselves, they want to be better speakers and better leaders. Recently I invited one of my friends to come to Toastmaster, and he told me that in school he had a class where he used to prepare speeches and he had an A in that class. Therefore, he does not need to come to Toastmaster. That's his opinion. He is satisfied about the level that he's in, but I believe that I'm speaking for everybody in this room that a school level is not enough. That's why I prepared this speech. I'm going to share with you some of my ideas about how and why we always need to improve ourselves. Generally, we pass through the same stages in life. In our early years, our main resource of learning and information is our parents, especially our mother. Years after we go to school, we have more resources. We have our teachers and the influence of our classmates. The influence of the people around us, I believe, is really powerful. I remember when I was in elementary school, I was what's called a good student. Later in my middle schools, I started to hang out with different people. They influenced me a little different. I remember one day, me and my classmates, we tried to run out of school. We got caught. I remember that one of my teachers told me, "You used to be a good student. What happened?" Well, now I can say it's the influence of who I start to hang out with. Years after, about 12 years, you finish school, you go into college. I believe that to have the best experience in college, it's better to leave your parents' house. You will become more independent. You will be responsible for every action you make. And you will be the one taking care of your daily duties. After we graduate, we go into the period, as I call it, the job hunting period, where we look into jobs. Some of us take months, but what I was talking about, what do we do in this period? I believe it's the best time to direct our future and set our goals. I heard this phrase so many times, where there's no vision, people will perish. In other words, people won't accomplish much. Then we start to work. We start into the company. I believe that everybody heard this phrase, quality over quantity. That's why I believe that working hard is not enough. Knowing how to work is way more important. That's why we need to improve ourselves and know how to work, not just spend so much time working. Another thing I believe it's really important. We should not be staying the same as last year. We always need to improve ourselves. That's why when you go, for example, when the company needs to raise you or go to another level or taking the lead of a project, they will look for all the employees and they will choose you. We all know the company, the famous phone company Nokia. A couple of years ago, it used to be the leading company in smartphones. No other company could compete with it. They were really satisfied about where they were. I heard that a guy called Andy Robin proposed to Nokia for them to adopt his operating system called Android. They refused it before Google adopted it. 5 years ago, the company used to worth 125 billions. A couple of months ago, Microsoft bought the company for about $7 billion only. The same thing with BlackBerry. It used to be the leading company in smartphones. They were satisfied about where they were. The only good thing about them almost is their keyboard and their messenger, BBM. They did not improve it as much. The company 5 years ago used to worth about 83 billions. 2 months ago, the company was sold for less than $5 billion. What do we learn from that? We learn that staying the same will harm us. The earth is moving. If we stay where we are, we're actually staying behind. That's why I encourage each one of you, especially with this new year, to start a new beginning. Don't stuck where you are. A goal, my ultimate goal that I set in my list is when my last day comes and I look back, I can say I am satisfied about how I lived. Thank you.